This is Steve Meehan for the Kent Pilot. We are pleased to have Barbara Esmonde back in the studio. Barbara is the chef owner of Barbers on the Bay in Betterton. Welcome.
Thank you for having me again. I'm happy to be here.
You visited the Kent Pilot in the spring. You had just received the 2020 What's Up Eastern Shore Magazine Awards for Best Waterfront Dining and American Fare. And then COVID-19 arrived, along with the stay-at-home order and restrictions on restaurant dining. Our readers have followed your experience this summer. As we head into the fall, talk about the changes and plans you have made.
We are going to shift from indoor and outdoor dining to strictly the delivery and takeout, as well as preparing items that sell all the time, such as my mushroom soup, the Hungarian mushroom soup, the Maryland crab soup. We are making crab cakes that will be vacuum sealed, not frozen, but vacuum sealed. So if you're having a dinner party and you want 12 crab cakes, those are available for your refrigerator. They're vacuum sealed, they're ready to go. So some prepared foods for the freezer. The menu will change every week. We will do a menu with appetizers and main courses and some items from the freezer. So I want to do cream chip beef one week and corned beef hash, and it'll be breakfast from the freezer, and all you have to do is make an egg. So it's not really a meal delivery kit. It's more components. You can also buy a full, hot, ready, prepared, delivered or picked up meal like we do all the time. So it's pretty much, we can do what we want at this point, and tailor it the way that's going to work for the 4 or 5 people, myself and 3 other employees, and my drivers who will stay employed. So there's something for them to go and do these deliveries, and then the main nucleus in the kitchen, myself and the 3 others. So we also have the ability, because I've got the dining room, I might decide on a Saturday night, hey, I've got 8 tables or 6 tables in here. I can call people and say, hey, I'm doing a pop-up. Do you want to come? And I think that will work. So the flexibility of having the space, of having the kitchen, gives me a lot of freedom to get through the winter this year.
So as you shift to delivery, how are you going to address Chestertown?
Well, we have come up with a plan that because it's such a far distance to drive just for takeout, we are going to meet you halfway. So we have a delivery system set up with Todd Smith at Todd's Body Shop, who has offered us his upper lot. So we will have at 5:30 and at 7 o'clock, as is the plan as of now, to have a delivery service come to the parking lot, and you pull in, you give us your number, we give you your food, you give us the money, and off you go. And hopefully, if it works the way I think it will, and I think this will be successful, then hopefully we can find other areas in Wharton and even further out towards Kennedyville and Galena that we can have a third drop-off for other parts of the county.
As you shift away temporarily from indoor dining, what kind of online presence should we expect?
Well, we are definitely going to be more visible on Facebook every week, because the plan is to change the menu every week. So we will be on Facebook every week. We will be in the Kent Pilot, of course, every week with the upcoming menu. My barbersonthebay.com, our webpage, will be updated every week. We are in the process of compiling an email list to do email blasts going forward in the future.
So you will be able to order online, or can I order online
now?
No,
it will be, right now, it will be strictly by phone.
As you temporarily pivot away from indoor dining, what sort of online changes will you be making?
Well, because we will be changing the menu every week, we will be much more present on our Facebook page, which we have gotten a lot of response from, as well as linking to the Kent Pilot and to our barbersonthebay.com webpage. So those will be updated every week, and we are working on our email list. This is all new to me as a chef for 36 years doing this kind of marketing. We've all chefs have become marketing mavens by necessity in these last few months, and we've all had to shift and revisit our business models. For me, in Betterton, in the winter this year, this is the best model for me and my business.
And what message do you have for other Kent County small businesses working to survive and be part of the recovery?
Well, as I've found out myself, and as many of my other fellow business owners and restaurant owners have found out, staffing is limited, and we are now called to do more as leaders and owners and business managers. And so I would say you just have to dig deep, and like we all are, and not be afraid to make the changes from the norm. The hardest thing for me is to realize that I can't make everybody happy this winter by doing indoor dining and everything that everybody wants us to do. So what I'm doing, and what I encourage my fellow business owners to do, is just focus on their business. When I first opened this restaurant, Betty Bonas from O'Connor's used to own my restaurant. And I went in and spoke to her. She and Frank both, actually. And she gave me the best advice I've ever had. And she said, mind your own business and just do your business. And I took that to heart for a little while, and then I realized I was being everything to everybody and not the business. So for me, for Barbara's, knowing what I have financially, as well as labor and business, coming our way in winter in Betterton, I'm minding my own business, I'm doing what's right for my business, and I encourage my fellow business owners to do what's right for their business. For me and my tiny little restaurant, this is what's best for me this winter. And I think it's best for my guests, because it is a small place. There is no mask requirement at your table, and we don't know if this thing is over yet.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Well, I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
And on behalf of the Kent Pilot, this is Steve Meehan.